How's it going, everyone? Taylor with GOM Designs here. Wanted to talk to you guys today about our newly released product, our fully enclosed tourniquet pouch. Before I go into the more technical aspects of this pouch, I kind of wanted to talk about the whys of the pouch. More specifically, why is it fully enclosed rather than, some of the other options on the market. They're more easily accessible, yet they're a lot more exposed to environmental factors. A study was done in 2011 by Military Medicine, stating that tourniquets that were not fully enclosed, exposed to sunlight, abrasion, impact, anything you may experience on the modern battlefield or in your training, were much more likely to break. The study also stated that 0 tourniquets that were fully enclosed experienced any kind of breakages. They're also much more efficient when these tourniquets are kept fully enclosed rather than exposed to those environmental factors that I was alluding to. So to move into some of the more technical aspects about the pouch, I want to talk about the mounting solution. It's an all-in-one mounting solution, right? So you don't have to go out and buy any third-party like straps to mount it. The amount of space it takes vertically, 1 column, 3 rows. It is able to be mounted horizontally. Just letting you know, if you do mount it horizontally, it will take up 3 columns of PALS webbing. But it's made to go around 2-inch belts, and it is also fully compatible with the current issued U.S. Army IFAC. Moving on to the trauma shear retention that is built into this pouch. At the rear of this pouch, there is a small pocket that you can feed your North American Rescue trauma shears or any other brand of trauma shears into. It is retained by this 1-inch strap with Velcro. Another note about that 1-inch strap, you can actually tuck it back into the trauma shear pocket if you're not running trauma shears, and you can use this loop field on the front as any kind of identifier that you want. Moving on from there, these 2 loops that are built into either side of the tourniquet pouch, these are going to be for your trauma shear retention lanyard. These can also be used for the retention of a Sharpie or a NCD, needle chest decompression dart. There's 2 of them here because some of the retention lanyards that are out on the market are a little bit smaller than others. I know the North American Rescue that I run on my kit, it's fairly tall, so I want to mount it lower so it's not sticking up, interfering with anything, right? Next, let's talk about the actual main pocket that retains the tourniquet inside the pouch. We have a crumple zone sewn into the pouch. The design of the pouch, when you actually put your tourniquet in and you fold the top flap down, that crumple zone is going to allow your tourniquet to actually be completely protected. Virtually no sunlight or UV light will be protecting the tourniquet. It will be completely covered by the actual pouch itself. The main pocket is compatible with all North American Rescue Generation 7 and earlier, as well as soft T wide tourniquets. Basically any wide body tourniquet will fit inside the actual main pocket. Just a quick note about the horizontal mounting solution. We use sewn in 1-wrap strips to interface with your PALS webbing. These 1-wrap strips are chamfered at the end just to make it a little easier for you to feed them through the PALS webbing. So just a quick note about that. On the very bottom of the main pouch, there is a laser cut bailing hole if you're doing any kind of water crossings or maritime operation. Talking about the materials of the fully enclosed tourniquet pouch, it's all laser cut squadron, all Berry compliant materials sewn in-house right here at the GOM facility. Comes in Ranger Green, Coyote, and Multicam. We just like to thank you guys for checking these out. Sources will be cited for that Military Medicine on the product page. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Check them out now at gomdesigns.com. Thank y'all.